Om. Namaste. Welcome everyone back to this portion of Satsang, and to keep my company a little bit as I look through some of these questions, and to see what has been written this week. And thanks also, welcome back also to the many friends who are joining us via internet to share Satsang today. Big welcome. Okay. So let's see what's yeah, okay, we keep like this. We're going to give about an hour to this today. Let's see. Okay, start like this. Okay. It will work. Oh. Put him down a little bit. That's good. Okay. So, first one, dear ones, I have the desire to be in the presence of Sri Mooji, but reading Who Am I, the teachings of Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharshi, desirelessness is wisdom. I am not sure. If I follow my heart, is that desire? If I follow my heart, is that desire? So again, I have the desire to be in the presence of Sri Mooji, but reading the book Who Am I, the teachings of Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharshi, desirelessness is wisdom. He said the book is stating that desirelessness is wisdom. I am not sure, saying, if I follow my heart, is that desire? You must be following your heart for some reason, so it's some desire is there, no? But what is different about this desire is that the desire for truth is going to burn all other desires. You see? And then when it is burned all the other desires, finally it will enter also this fire and be consumed in it. In India, I've heard this example, a kind of metaphor for this. They say that like when they're cremating the bodies along the bank of Ganga. I have been there also. Many people have been to Varanasi. If you come from the west, we always go to Varanasi. They say go Varanasi because everything is so open. They will cremate the bodies along the banks of the Ganga, and this has been going on for thousands of years. And usually what happens is that the body is first soaked in the Ganges, in the Ganga, and then it is put under wood, and then the fire is lit by the eldest son. The eldest son. If not the eldest son, then maybe the uncle or somebody. Then as the body is being burnt, you see, all the wood is burnt, the body is burnt, and one stick is kept out. And with this stick, they use it to keep the body on the fire. You see. And sometimes an arm falls off. They use a stick to put it back in the fire. Then when everything is almost completely burnt, this last stick they put in the fire also. So this desire is like the last stick. It makes sure all the other sticks are burnt and the body is burnt. Then finally this stick also go in. I say that if you step on a thorn and it breaks in your foot, you may take another thorn to remove the first thorn. And when you remove the first thorn, then you can throw both thorns away. Now, you say, you read in Ramana Maharshi's book, Who Am I? Desirelessness is wisdom. To be without desire is wisdom. But you're saying, Kim Duffy, I am not sure about this. If I follow my heart, is that desire? If you follow your heart, and then your heart will eat you up. This question, who am I? I say it is a piranha question. As the questioner is asking the question is eating the questioner up. Say also, the one who begins the inquiry will not end the inquiry, but will be ended by the inquiry. Again, if I follow my heart, is that desire? Yes, the best desire, because it eats up the other desires. And then finally, it eats up the desirer also. And then everything is beautiful. If you listen with the mind, you think, oh my God, oh, horrible, 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 horrible. I'm going to be eaten up. But this is a very good eating up. Another way of saying to be eaten up. When I said earlier what I say, when Papaji say, to be free, you must disappear. You must vanish. So whether you're eaten up or you vanish is the same thing. End of desires is gone. Because everybody is troubled by desire. And yet desire is life. But what happens is not that desire. What is desire also? Would you say, what is desire? Suppose you need to go for a pee. That's a desire. Should you not have this desire? So for practical things it's okay. You have to do it. To answer the call of nature, you have to do it. And but in the end, they become more superficial to the beingness. They're not so deep. Some people, they're living for desire. You see? Without it, they feel completely lost. They have to, and yet, it creates trouble. Because your mind is always on to the thing you desire. If a thief meets a holy saint, he will only notice his pockets and he will miss the saint. This is because he wants the money, you know. The saint wants to offer him freedom and eternal life, but he just wants a few rupees. He didn't see the saint, you see. Okay, hi, my question is, am I alone in the universe and the world is just an illusion? If yes, why should I care about others' problems? Rajesh is asking. Rajesh is asking. Am I alone? It was not if. Am I alone in the universe and the world is just an illusion? You see? If yes, why should I care about others' problems? Okay? I wonder who's asking this now. Am I alone in the universe and the world is just an illusion? Yes, you are alone in the universe as the universe. You are alone, but as everything. How does that sound? They say, but I'm lonely. And they say, maybe this is why God had to make many out of himself, to keep his company. Some people say, can the author write a book, put all his favorite characters in order to play with them? To enjoy their company? I don't think so. I don't know. Am I alone in the universe and the world is just an illusion? This would be a bad teaching. It's a poor teaching, but it's a great discovery. It's a poor teaching. Because if you say, you are alone in the universe and the world is only illusion, nobody's going to feel happy. They go, oh no. if it is that I'm alone and the world is an illusion, why should I care about others' problems? But if you're alone, where are the others? Isn't it? You can't get out of it, you see. Look, am I alone in the universe and the world is just an illusion? Yes. Then why should I care about others' problems? But there's no others, only you. It's all your problem. Rajesh, I don't know if he's going to be happy with this answer. The thing is that, am I alone in the universe? Well, just in the true aloneness, there is no loneliness. You know? Anyone who has tasted, whose mind has merged in the heart, you know the truth of this statement, you see. And it's not like the mind. The person, for the person, this is a nightmare. But for the self, it is the most beautiful thing. You see? There's always a sense of individuality, because if the self awakens inside this body, in one body, if we are all the same, identical, it's just the one self like this. Well, if the self wakes up in this body, then automatically it will wake up in all the bodies then. But we see it's not like that. When the self wakes up in one body, in that body it knows I am the same one in each body. But in each body, that realization must happen uniquely. You follow or not? So therefore, there is a kind of individuality, no? Individuality and universality at the same time. But if you're a person, because this is written like a person, am I alone in the universe and the world is just an illusion? Well, if yes, who answered this question for you? who are you asking? Am I alone in the universe? At least the one you're asking is there with you. Hello, am I alone in the universe and the world is just an illusion? Yes. Oh my God, no. It cannot be like that. If yes, why should I care about others' problems? Next one. Dear Mooji, I'm ready to go home. Please take me. Please, 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 please take me. With my thoughts, I have created enough. I want no more. Please take me. I request you, please. Regards, Natika Sethi. I'm ready to go home. Sometimes the people come and they say like that, you know. I just want to go home. I said, but you are home. Yeah, yes, I know that intellectually, but I want to I have to be sure about it. So I say, okay. What you do is you go out this door, you go out the gate, okay, and you walk. It's a long walk, and then you come eventually to Samatino, Dasamariaras. Ask anybody how to get to Arik. Go to Arik, cross the road, ask somebody for taxi, and tell them that you want to go to Mooji Sangha Bhavan. And then you say, thank you, that's helpful. And then you go, and in 2 hours, Satsang is finished. You'll come back, and you say, But I was here before. I said, I told you. But they say it's not as simple as that. Your example is not a good example because it's not like that. I'm ready to go home. How will you know when you're home? This home that the questioner is asking. How will you know when you're home? You've been before, no? Or is this a new home? Because if you've not been there before, you say, how will I get to my house? But say, if I get to my home, you've been there before. So how do I get there? Please take me. Please, 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 please take me. With my thoughts, I have created enough. If you know that with your thoughts you have created enough, that with your thoughts you have created, then stop creating then, no? You say, with my thoughts I've created enough. Well, you created the idea that you're away from home. I want no more. Please take me. I request you. Please. Regards, Natika Sethi. Where are you from? You have to come. Natika, you have to come. Because there is enough good YouTubes pointing you to exactly what I would tell you now. And if you follow them on the internet, they will show you home. So if you've not believed that, then maybe you have to come physically and we look together, and then maybe something. You have to try and find out how you can do this, how to come. You have to come here for me to show you home, which is where you are. Dear Mooji, as mentioned by Sri Ramana Maharshi, what is your say on the concept that everything in the life is predetermined and that there actually is no free will as there are no thoughts of yours? As of other happenings, thoughts also happen. If that is so, is it that even my realization of the self is predetermined and that it shall happen? As a response, you will pose the question, who is making this question? But dear Mooji, in satsangs, it is the mind which makes questions, and the search begins. I like the baby food questions, they're simple. I want to go here, and that's because we say, and then no, it's something else. The GPS now, they have GPS in the cars, no? And you're driving, and you say, you put where you want to go, and you're driving, and she says, at the next left, or 200 meters, turn left. And then 200 meters you see, and you go past it. But she doesn't get angry. You keep driving and driving, and she goes, in 2 kilometers, roundabout, take the first left turning. Go roundabout, go around. You miss it, you keep going on again. She doesn't get angry. You see, that's amazing, huh? She does. No, I hear that they have one different one now. I hear they have one Jamaican one. So if you don't listen next time, I'm not going to talk to you. It is like this. But generally, she doesn't get angry. She just always, at the next turning, turn right and first left. And you just do your thing, and she just never gets upset. She's a saint, actually. Because people ask these questions, they ask, and they answer, and then they don't, and then they say, okay, all right, okay, let's try from this way. And you try, yeah, but then say, okay, but maybe you don't want to do it. Yes, I want. Okay, let's look again, and see who gets angry first. As mentioned in Sri Ramana's Maharshi, what is your say on the concept that everything in life is predetermined and that there actually is no free will as there are no thoughts of yours? But you see, I don't feel this question, that this is really an important question for you. It doesn't do anything for me. So I don't think it's going to do anything for you. You see? It's just like kind of clever question. Are you getting all caught up with it or something? Because I don't feel, usually when something matters, there's a vibe in the question. Saying, yeah, this, I don't feel like this is a question you want to ask. And then I'm here getting all sweaty about it, and you're just lying at home drinking milkshake and laughing at me. I don't want this. So, step over that one. Okay. As of other happenings, thoughts also happen. If that is so, is it that even my realization of the self is predetermined and it shall happen? If you feel an urge, suppose you want to eat something, and then you don't, you say, well, okay, I don't have to do anything for this, because if it's destined for me to eat, it will just happen. Have you tried that one? I'll just stay home, and if it was meant, somebody somewhere will just come and bring me a nice pizza, and it will be fine like that. It was meant to be. You have to try a little bit, no? Because one man said like this, I said, I also don't feel I have to do anything for this. I don't have to do anything at all. It must happen by itself. So, okay. So, but if you're on a ship, a cruise, and then suddenly water start coming into this cruise liner, and it's coming in very fast, and then they're throwing the lifeboats over and people are getting on, and you would sit there and just say, well, if I'm meant to survive, I survive, because if it's not destined, then I'll just stay here and drown. Everybody's going over and so on, and you would just stay here, have a cocktail, just like this. Would you do it? No, you would climb over your grandmother to get into the boat, and then So is it that even my realization of self is predetermined? If you have this urge, you would not have this attitude. Because the urge also is speaking something inside you. The urge also is speaking something inside you. And it will, you will feel and say, yeah, I just feel to go, And then all of this will sound mental to you. I don't know, this may be true, but right now I have to go with this urge. You would not be saying, well, is it predetermined? Well, what to do? Now, as a response, you will pose the question. So you're already telling me what I'm going to do as well. Who is making this question? Okay? But dear Mooji, in satsangs, it is the mind which makes questions. It is the mind which makes questions, and the search begins. See, I don't feel. You cannot go through life like this. You cannot go. It'll be very mediocre people. Just you think you're being interesting and philosophical, But if you come to Sahaja, nobody wants to. What? Put that stuff down and go and dig a hole or something. You say, because it has no. Where's the vibration? It's not there. You see. And then, because I used to try some time ago to answer these questions, and biting my tongue, and I saw that something is saying, just leave it, Mooji. Don't trouble this one. This person also has left the room, basically. So, I don't feel it. Sometimes we talk about free will and predetermination and this. Sometimes I feel it, and then we talk, and it's beautiful. But I don't feel it right now for that. Dear Mooji, I live in Mexico. How can I be neutral and feel the inside peace if I cannot meet you physically? Can I be connected in distance with the teachings, or the answers have to come by somebody, like a human body? Blessing, Chio Canalis. I live in Mexico. How can I be neutral and feel the inside peace if I cannot meet you? Of course you can feel it. It doesn't matter if it's Mexico. Once I had a telephone call from someone in Australia, and then we were talking, and they were saying a lot about the mind and my head, and I just can't. I feel so stuck, and I'm listening, and then at some point, some space come, and I ask, but here, now. Okay, now. Who are you here now? Now. Look now. And there was silence. But in this silence, I was totally convinced that she had seen. I said, this is it. This is where you are. And from inside, I only heard, thank you. What was this? There was a vibration there, something so clear and so pure. I said, this. The mental noise, the mental person was not there in this moment. So then I felt the presence of self. The self was here. I said, this is you. There you are here. You see? And the mind could not argue. It was just gone from there, you see? And how many thousands of kilometers is Australia? I do different time zone. Sometimes it's Wednesday here, it's Tuesday there or something, I don't know. But it makes no difference. You see? So how can I be neutral and feel the inside peace if I cannot meet you? Throw this idea out, that it matters. Throw out the idea. You should not put any limitations on yourself. The historical Jesus lived 2,000 years ago, and gave up the body 2,000 years ago. And even today, there are new Christian people who are having a living relationship with this Christ Spirit. Don't make small mind and think, but how is it possible you're so far away? Because if you believe this, you will believe it into existence, and it will become your experience. And you'll be living, creating many boundaries and limitations for yourself, which life did not give you this. So watch out for that. Can I be connected in distance with the teachings, or the answers have to come by somebody, human body? No. It is your earnestness that is important, not the distance, not the book. It is in your heart. If it's in your heart, I really need to know this. Because in the truth, there's no time barrier, nothing like this. Past 1,000 years, 1 million years mean nothing for the self. Like space, look at space. Space never grows old. It never has good days or bad days. It has no moods. Space does not know what it is like to be Tuesday or Sunday. It doesn't apply to space. Night or dark or light means nothing for space. It's not in that category. And the self is even more subtle than the space. You see? Everything from every time zone, from every region of consciousness, you see, comes from the self. Don't limit it with concepts. If I could say to anyone something, I say, don't tie yourself to any concept. Don't make tattoos out of any concept. Use them, but don't lock them. Keep them open. Then they will not leave any bad smell in you. This would be it. So blessings, Chio Canalis. Very good, Chio. My beloved Guruji, when the I am starts to swing towards the Absolute, a great fear comes, and all seems dark, without life in it, and the manifest world appears to be far, far away. At the same time, a very impersonal feeling, like the I is gone and only that remains. Father, please help me to die, because the I wants to be home in you, my Lord. Please accept me home and forgive my huge arrogance and ignorance. At your feet forever, Bhagdan. Yes, I remember Bhagdan. When the I am starts to swing towards the Absolute, a great fear comes, and all seems dark and without life in it, and the manifest world appears to be far, far away. At the same time, a very impersonal feeling, like the I is gone and only that remains. What is that, you see? And what is witnessing that only remains? Only that can know that. You see how capable the consciousness is? When the I am, this natural sense, the untaught way through which we know we exist. I am means I exist. Am means to be, to exist. Who is this I who am? I exist. Who is I even? When the I am starts to swing towards the absolute awareness, no? A great fear comes and all seems dark. The darkness is the fear. It's not night, it's fear. And fear is darker than night, because man's imagination lives in it. Yeah? Without life in it. This is the mind. The mind is trying to duplicate the sense of emptiness, to frighten the seeker. Say, don't go any further. Look, no life is there. No, there's darkness everywhere. The manifest world, look, it's floating away from you. Your family is there. Look, they're gone. No? Girlfriend is there. Look, and you're here. You want to be here? You say, no. You want to run back to the manifest. This is the mind's version. You see, if mind did not imitate the self, no one would be deluded. It is because the mind is imitating the self. And we, the self, who are here, in a sense like a tourist in our own kingdom, because something has covered our original unity and fragmented the sense of being to feel like many and different. You see? So then fear comes of other. Fear comes of time, because time says, all that you see belongs to me. All the species you've heard about, you can go and visit their bones now in the museums. I ate them. I ate every dinosaur. Many species have come. They're in my belly. Time say like this. And I want to eat you also, soon. Now I'm just seasoning you up. You see? Because I'm going to eat you. The only way you can escape me is if you discover your awareness. Because awareness will eat me. You see? So the being, I've got to find this awareness quick. Because time is coming. So it creates in the mind a sense of separation. There was a time myself also, I was not used to traveling. When I first went to India, I had not been traveling before that for very much. And then I was traveling alone. And each time I take a train to go to some place I don't know, I had the feeling like my world was Brixton in London. That's the center of the universe, okay? Here, okay? And every train, every mile is taking me 1 mile towards the unknown, more and more away from the world of safety and so on. And something was in the mind of it like that, you know? I could see the play of it, but I knew it's not true. That is. So mind plays this thing, you see. You are searching for freedom? Okay, I'll show you quickly. I'll give you the trailer. I'll show you the trailer, okay? And quickly fast forward and you see the manifest world is slipping. Whoa. Darkness everywhere. What else he put? No life in it, no life, nothing at all, not one mosquito, not even mosquito there. Only you. He said, no. Then you wake up. Oh, God. That was a near-death experience. You see? And then you are frightened again for a very long time. So at the same time, though, he says, a very impersonal feeling, like the I is gone, and only that remains. What is that remain? Even when I is gone, I is the most intimate. It is the firstborn. After I comes you. There cannot be you before I. I must be here to see you. Because there is no you. There's only I. When I come, then I thinks that another body is another self. Then it becomes you. The birth of trouble. So, the I is the firstborn. And everybody knows I. The most intimate. Who can know I? Something beyond I? Here you're saying, Bogdan is saying, at the same time as all that I've told you before, a very impersonal feeling like the I is gone and only that remains. Okay? Now, is it fearful? Now listen what follows what he says now after saying that. Father, please help me to die because the I wants to be home in you, my Lord. Please accept me home and forgive my huge arrogance and ignorance. I told a story once that one Sufi master was meditating, and deep in meditation, he found himself at the door of Allah, of God. So he knocks on the door, and the voice says, "Who is it?" He says, "It is I, my Lord." So the voice says, "Go away. There's only room for one in here." Oh my God, can you imagine? His heart is beating. Oh my God, God has thrown me away. What to do? Then again he's in meditation and he goes even more deeply, he finds himself again at the door of Allah. Who is it? It is you, my Lord. Come in. There's only room for one in here. At the same time, a very impersonal feeling like the I is gone and only that remains. What is that? That in which even the I is seen. The I until now is the top seer. Everything is seen by the I. Even the most subtle. Time, change, heaven, hell, you, me, this, that, life, death, everything is seen by the I. But now something sees the I itself. What is that sees even the I itself? Does it have a name? And where is it? Is there any room here somewhere for him? Earlier than I. I don't need imagination also. No imagination. Imagination is just something else. It's creating something. Don't create a thing. Then he says, please accept me home and forgive my huge arrogance and ignorance. You must go beyond arrogance, beyond ignorance. There's room in you where there's no arrogance, no ignorance. If you stop at the place where arrogance and ignorance and knowledge and pride live there, you will not sleep. You will not relax because they are going to trouble you. So you must go further, go deeper, go beyond. But not beyond that way. You have to go beyond this way. How are you going to go beyond? Then I say also on top of this, there is no distance. No distance. How are you going to get to a place where there is no distance? And also there is no time. Dear Guruji, how can I become like you? The I of me has many obstacles and a lot of blah blah blah. I know I have only this moment, only this life. May I humbly give it to you. The I of me is making a mess out of it. I will pray for satsang with you. How can I become like you? But I am you. The I of me has many obstacles and a lot of blah blah blah. Yes, that I is not here. But how? The I of me has many obstacles. First, the I has got to lose its tangibility. It becomes like shadows. It means it's not no substance. Then after this, nothing. It goes away. It means it is insignificant for you. You don't even think about it. It's finished. I know I have only this moment, only this life. Well, rather than have the moment and have this life, why not be this moment and be this life? You are life. Which is easier, to be life or to have life? It must be just to be. It's already done. May I humbly give it to you. The I of me is making a mess out of it. How to get rid of this messy I? You only know your true I, and the messy one will go. You won't even remember that he went. You just casually notice he's not there. No notice or nothing. Just go. The eye of me. Dear Mooji, I have 2 friends, but none of them support the truth. They feel they need to go because the mind used them as an excuse to keep old tendencies, thoughts, and the friend's role, which is very energy consuming. It is true. We know this type of friend. Sometimes family also, not just friends. Huh? Do I have to leave them by effort, or as I remain in the heart, remind myself who I am, the real observer, they go by themselves. Big love to you, the group, and to Mooji. And Salt, Z-S-O-L-T, how you pronounce it? Huh? Jolt. Where is this from then? Hungry. You have to be hungry for freedom, isn't it? Hungry for freedom. That alone will take care of this bad company. I have 2 friends, but none of them supports the truth. I feel they need to go because the mind uses them as an excuse to keep old tendencies, thoughts, and the friend role, which is very energy consuming. Because you have to try and satisfy and to be like you're still in the group, which is a pain, because the self is not a groupie. Not in a group. Okay. Do I have to leave them by effort? Or as I remain in the heart and remind myself who I am, the real observer, they go away by themselves? I have a good story, direct story about this for myself, what happened. Many years ago, at the beginning of all of this change in my life, I was teaching at college. I was art teacher at college. And I was never trained as a teacher. The college, the art department came to an exhibition I had in London, and they liked the work, and they invite me, would you like to come and bring some slides of your paintings and talk about them to the pre-foundation art group? I said, yeah, okay. I went and I enjoyed it, and they enjoy also. And they asked again, 3 times they asked me to come. 3 times I went, and we enjoy so much. And the teacher say, would you like to do some work here? I said, like what to do? So these are students applying for art college next year, and it's to help them to prepare and this type. I said, yeah, I like. So I started doing this work, and it went on for a few years. I got to know the students because I never felt like I was really a teacher, I was always talking, we enjoyed together. I never sat with the teachers, and at lunchtime we sit together with the students. And So we had a very nice connection, nice relationship, And then I was living very close to college. I used to ride my bicycle straight into the classroom and do that, And then some of them who I liked very much, about 5 of them, used to come to my house. I had a studio in those days. And they would come. And I enjoy that they respected me, they loved me, I loved them. And they would come for extra time at my house painting with me and this type of thing. So we're enjoying. But they start to come, and sometimes after college they come, they bring a can of beer and this thing. I don't drink, I'm not good like that. But they bring some beer, they start to roll a little something like this, I don't know if, you know those type of things that you do like this? So they were coming and painting, and I was enjoying this kind of atmosphere, very nice and so. But then what happened is that something was changing so fast inside. And after a while, I reached one point, I was walking up to the park, and I had a very clear insight that I don't want this anymore. I don't want any more these students coming to my house. I love them, love them. I was still their teacher at college, but I don't want any more. Also, they had key to my place. And they're nice, they're nice, but it was not right. Something was not right. I just knew it inside. No, it has to stop. And I felt this was revealed to me, that I must stop it very clearly. So then I prayed. I said to God, you show me this thing now. That is not, it's finished now. No? So, but I have a really hard time to tell them. How am I going to tell them? Guys, please, as from this time, please don't come anymore to the house. And they love me so much, and they'll be so hurt and all of this thing. But I said, if you want me to do it, I will do it. But just show me how to do it. Give me the way, because I am not good like this to say to them. But in my heart I said, yes, okay, I will do it, because it's clear I must not do this. Okay? And you know what happened? Okay. From that day, nobody came to my house. Every day, except weekends, they come to my house. That day, walking on the hill, I prayed, you reveal this thing in my heart, and I'm willing to stand up for it because I see the rightness of it. Please give me the courage to tell them in the right way, in the least upsetting way, not to come back to the house like this. I don't want like this play anymore. From that day, none of them came to my house. And none of them was upset with me. I love to tell this story because it shows that if you choose in your heart what is right, even if your mind is thinking, no, you can't do this, it's too much to change all of this, it's too much energy and you're going to make a lot of friends into enemies and all these things. But you still choose, okay, but it's right to do it. If you do this, the life will make everything fine. Now, I can't guarantee a replica exactly of this. I can only tell you that from this day, a strength and a courage and an authority and a trust in life never left. Because many, many situations come. They're not going to be the same. Because you've learned from that. You don't have to do again. New ones come, but the same trust grew stronger each time. You have a trust in life. You don't have to be rehearsing, practicing over and over. No. You just come. You can be empty. Because I am not carrying life. I don't wake up in the morning and life is up. No, I don't do anything at all. I open my eyes, I get out of bed, I go and do my thing. And it is the same for you. Just don't doubt the self. You see? Oh, did I read this one? Okay, good, darling. Yes, I read this one from Zolt. Hello.
I was going to give you a sign, but I felt to come up. Because now your mom is being buried in Jamaica.
Yes.
And you're here with us.
Yeah.
And again, I feel it shows your commitment and your devotion and your love for us. And I feel like I speak for everyone, that I feel like we'd all like to turn our hearts.
Thank you.
In absolute gratitude and love for the one that gave us you.
Yes. Thank you. My mother passed away on the 8th of June. And it was very sudden, very strong. And so we just heard also that she had some scratch on her foot and she was in a home for a bit, and then it was not looked at properly. And then next thing we knew, it was become so serious and they wanted to amputate. And then next thing they had to amputate immediately. And the next thing they took her leg off from above the knee. Everything was so fast. And then a few days later she passed away. She could not, I was watching her and she could not hold on. So and she came here on that day, 2 days after in Monte. I always wanted her to come, but I knew she couldn't because she was too ill. And so thank you, because at this very moment her funeral is taking place right now. So maybe we take a minute or so to just to Thank you. My mother has been a very powerful teacher in my life also, and the lives of all our family, because of her tremendous strength and a fierce detachment from the things that most people give so much attention to. She was totally devoted to Lord Christ, and He's her source and our family strength. And so she's very happy. And very good. Dear Master Mooji, first of all, I love you so much. Thank you for your guidance. I want to ask you about Kundalini. I know you have spoken a little about it. My question is, does it play a part in our awakening and growing out of the illusion of the person, in brackets, ego, past, future desires, and so on? Because I have been some years long ago in Sri Ja Yoga of Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, and there the Kundalini is seen as the reflection of the primordial mother within us, the pure desire, and Sri Mataji says that it is this energy itself, the one that melts and dissolves the illusions within us. I know it is phenomenal, and also the chakras and all. But is it good for my growth to make use of this energy in any way? I watch your YouTubes every day and hope that someday I can go to Monte Sahaja and be with you at your feet. Your attention to this letter is more than enough for me. Thank you. I love you. Mariano from Argentina. So, the pure desire and Sri Mataji says that it is this energy itself, the one that melts and dissolves the illusions within us. I know it is phenomenal, and also the chakras and all. But is it good for my growth to make use of this energy in any way? Take the stronger lead. The stronger lead is your knowing that it is phenomenal. That whatever you see, is there anything that is not phenomenal? Everything you see through the senses, they are phenomena. Everything you see with the mind is phenomena. Everything from different regions of time, phenomenal. What it means phenomenal, meaning that they appear and disappear. When they appear, our attention often is engaged, and when your attention is engaged, it energizes and heightens the importance of the thing you are perceiving. And then it feels as though this thing really matters. When the attention turns from it, it again subsides because it cannot hold itself. You must hold it. So why would you want to depend on something so fickle as that? Whatever arises, subside. Whatever appears, disappears. Whatever comes, goes. Whatever rises, falls. Whatever is born of time, passes. When you say, I know it is phenomenal, and also the chakras and all, if you enjoy, But I say take the stronger lead. The stronger lead is that you know it is phenomenal. Keep on looking and see what is not phenomenal. This body that you look with, the eyes that you look through, these are also phenomenal also. Your thoughts, phenomenal also. Your identity, phenomenal also. Everything on this side of the eyes is phenomenal. Everything on this side of the eyes that you see is phenomenal. And everything behind the eyes, in the realm of feelings and the intellect and memory and so on, is also phenomenal. Also. This doesn't say it's horrible, it's bad. It means that it's not reliable, it comes and goes. Is there something that doesn't come and go? Find that which doesn't come and go. Is there anything that doesn't come or go? My mother's life has come, brought this body into, opened the door for this body also, and that body is now gone. That role is gone. Is there anything that is not gone? The only thing that is not gone is the thing that never came. It just is. And what it holds, any impression that it wishes to keep. To stir another life. How a great opportunity is to discover that which is imperishable, timeless, ever perfect, which is not a fantasy, not a spiritual fantasy. And time again it is pointed out directly. Where are you seeing from now? Who are you who sees from here? Who are you who is seeing from here? Who are you who sees even seeing itself? What is your age? What is your gender? Where is your location? What is your nationality? What is your religion? What is your size? What is your shape? What is your name? To know this is to be this. You cannot have a separate knower from that. It alone knows itself. It has no second. It has no helpers. It imbues each form with its own presence, and yet it loses no energy in doing that. Nothing can oppose it. Nothing can own it. Nothing can abuse it. It cannot be insulted. It is not dead. It gives life to life itself. It is the womb of love and joy and peace. Be happy in the knowing that this is your eternal being. Don't give so much importance to the superficial self. Whatever is coming and going, let it come and go. Don't fight with that. That's also part of the dance of life. You don't have to move out of the way. You're not in the way. You are the way. Yes. But not you personally. Not you personally is also a cloud floating by. How many different persons, how many roles we've played? Where are they? So this, I put it, this is the one to find. And you don't need any airplane tickets to find him. You don't need any digging tools. No vehicles. Yeah. Even the one who is digging to find him is watched in him. He is the Lord of the universe, dwelling in the heart of every single being. Where are we now? We're okay? Let's see if I can retry maybe one and... My gosh. What is this? Dearest beloved Mooji, the light that you are bursts me open, and I am that light. Love is all I can call it. You have reached into the deepest part of me, and it is endless. This is true. I searched and searched, and now you are here. Oh, thank you, Mooji. Namaste, Guruji. All love to you, Agatha. Yes. How much space there is here. The light that you are bursts me open, and I am that light. Any fruit you open, you never find light. Juice you find. Flesh you find. But only the human fruit, when you crack open, you'll find this light. Yeah. The light of consciousness. Love is all I can call it. Yeah. Love is all I can call it. You have reached into the deepest part of me, and it is endless. You didn't know it was endless until something reached inside, and then you saw, I cannot come to the end of me. I cannot come to the end of what I am. I searched and searched, and now you are here. Oh, thank you, Mooji. Namaste, Guruji. Very beautiful, Agatha. What are we waiting for? It's not a doing. I'm going to tell you, listen, get busy, do. It's not do. It's not even undo. Dearest Mooji, thank you so much for giving us so much of your time. I can't really express in words how much value this has in my life. Since I met you online on your YouTube in March, I am so very happy to be able to be online with you and your words. To be live via broadcast with all of you at Satsangs Google Hangout and silent retreats is so wonderful. All questions and answers help my inquiry, and my heart is deeply touched. I never expected to find such a gift. Love, gratitude, and thank you, Luna from Germany. Very beautiful. When someone says thank you because they have recognized themselves, that is the best thank you. Because you recognize yourself, your true self. Yeah. And your life becomes a gift to life. Your life becomes a gift to life. Even without going out to consciously do anything, you're not running any campaign or nothing. Just you move. Just like the sun. It doesn't have a job. It's there. Its job is not to dry clothes. Or to make flowers grow. It's just there. But without its light and its warmth, nothing lives on this planet. Consciousness is your light. Love is your warmth. The joy is your fruit. Dear Mooji, I really liked your answer on justifiable anger in one of your old videos, and suddenly today I saw the same answer in one of your answers about Jesus Christ getting angry. It felt good that I got to see you mentioning this in this video as well. I have one question on this issue. How one should react or respond to the person whom you trusted does something really bad and become unworthy of your trust, and do not feel bad about it or have no sense of remorse when they are caught of their wrongdoing. Should we forgive him or her? I really would love to get your answer or your view on this. Thanks in advance. Yours sincerely, Morelli from the United States. We talked about justifiable anger because sometimes we are afraid of anger. We feel it's very unspiritual to be angry. But I say no. It's very healthy to be angry. But wild anger or routine anger is not good. But sometimes anger is the truthful response to something. If you feel deeply in your heart something like that, it's just don't somehow when we go too far with that. We talked about this Jesus Christ being angry with one place where it said that he always grew up in the temple and loved to be in the temple with many of the whole saints and the elders and talking with them. From he was a child he was doing that. But then one day, as in his grown life, he went into the temple, and as he went there, the place was full, flea market in the temple. And they're selling all kinds of things there, and he didn't plan it, but this anger arose, like, how can you do this? How can you do this? This is a holy place. How can you come here gambling and like this is not, no? So he turned over the tables, and it even said he started to flog some of the people, no? Some people, when they hear that, they felt very happy. They said, he got angry. Yeah, he got angry as well. He wasn't meek and mild in that moment. So I have one question on this issue. How should one react or respond to the person whom you trusted? To the person whom you trusted when they do something really bad and become unworthy of your trust, and do not feel bad about it, have no sense of remorse when they are caught of their own wrongdoing. Should we forgive him or her? It's not an easy one like that, because first of all, nobody is perfect. No? First thing, nobody is perfect. In the same story, I'll tell you another one. It said that one time a crowd of people were chasing one woman to stone her to death, Not a nice way to die. People stone you to death with big stones, They were chasing this woman because they said that she was either having some relationship with some person or someone was very bad or something like that, or she was caught and they were ready to stone her to death. Not the person she was with, just her. No? So then she ran and she fell at the Lord's feet like that. And they came and they were stoning her, and she was pleading for her life. And when she got there, they all held back. They were just waiting now. And he asked them, what has she done? And they said that she's done some lewd thing, some bad thing. So Jesus said to the crowd of people, mostly men with stones and so on, let the one among you who is without sin, you throw the first stone. This is wisdom, you see. He who is without sin, let him throw the first stone. Then all the guys, they start to look down. When we are guilty, we look at our shoes. Nobody, because if somebody threw the stone, everybody goes, you are not innocent. You see? So one by one, they dropped their stones and they went. Sometimes we have to drop our stone. And drop past also. So here you have a situation where someone who you trusted does something really bad. Sometimes you have to bear that pain. If that pain comes to you, also you have to bear this pain. Pain like this causes people to do very strong things. Because we want to trust in someone totally. Better you trust in God. You want to trust in a human being, and what is your trust worth? That they should always walk in the light of your projection. You see. And it happens. And if you've been crushed by this, someone has really hurt you, of course you are going to be hurt. It's going to be bitter. It's a bitter, bitter pill. But rather than just react only, the reaction happens, that's the pain you feel. But the best thing is to cook in that pain. Cook in that pain. And be surrendered and say, yes, whatever has to be drawn out by this pain, I surrender my heart completely for it to be extracted out and burn. Be by yourself also. Don't go and mix with any company. Don't go to the pub. Be in your room, lock your door, and cook. Burn, burn, burn. It will lighten up, and you feel really, really nice. And again, you become again, second round, and third round again. You see, like this, and you will burn. But that burning is going to set you free of something. It will set you free of something. It will be good. But you must face it wisely. Take your pain. Everybody have their pain. You can, of course, challenge this person also. You can challenge them verbally and say, what have you done? How could you do this? What is it? Explain. But then when your art is still not satisfied, you've done all you can. Go home, close the door, don't turn the television on. Shout into a pillow if you live in a city. If you live in a if you live in a city, then you get a nice pillow. And you and get some of your anger out and calm down, and you will come out of the ashes of your own burning much better. And maybe it's time to move on, and maybe it's time to be more open. Sometimes it's pain alone can remove the most dark things in you. But also people do screw up, and then what? It's something we have to face. It's the tax for having a life. And especially when they have no remorse. Because when you feel like you have been hard done by, you want to see them suffer a little bit, show some remorse. And they go, no. It's not my problem, you are the problem. What? Should we forgive them? Eventually. Sometimes don't fake forgive. Don't fake forgive. This is not good. Don't fake forgive. Don't go, you know what? I forgive you. Okay? Don't fake forgive. Just say, I know that I need to get past this, and in time, whatever. Or you don't say that, you just take your time. So I really would love to get your answer or your view on this. Thanks in advance. Yours sincerely, Murali. Thank you. Yes, this need to cool down after that one. Okay, Mooji, I cannot wait for 2 more months for freedom. In bracket, the second retreat. I see your pointings. I don't find any relief in it yet. Don't look for just relief. Look for release from yourself. I have read Ramanaji's book and the Avadhuta Gita. After reading the Avadhuta Gita, I felt a sense of course, I am the source. What else can I be? But that grace, but that grace soon left me before I could explore it. I have to read that again. So, I have read Ramanaji's book and the Avadhuta Gita. After reading the Avadhuta Gita, I felt the sense of course, I am the source. What else can I be? But that grace soon left me before I could explore it. Yeah, usually it does. Huh? Help me in any way you deem fit. Please help.
See you in 2 months.
Yeah?
See you in 2 months.
See you in 2 months. No. You see, if you say, of course I am the source, what else can I be? And you know who speaks like that. It's not Bhagwan, he didn't speak like that. It's not the Buddha. Of course I am the source. What else can I be? But that grace soon left me before I could explore it. Please help me in any way you deem fit. I cannot wait for 2 more months for freedom. One time, one of the girls from Satsang in London, they went walking in a park. And one of them came back, she said, it's amazing. I was walking in the park and I saw this girl and she looked really radiant, young girl walking radiant. I was so attracted to her. So I walked over to her and she said, I said to her, you look really happy. I really like, your vibe. You look really happy. Is your birthday or something? So the girl said, no. Today, I found out from Guruji, I only have 5 more lives to live. So our girl says, 5 more lives? I couldn't wait for 5 hours. The idea of waiting for 5 hours is too much. So some people, I'm happy because maybe before she was told she had 25 lives to live. Now we're down to 5. For another one, no, please. That's the most disgusting thing. I can't hold this concept in my mind. Means for 5 years I have to, no, lives, not 5 years, 5 lives. Oh dear, oh dear. So, in the light of that, 2 more months seems not far away. However, seeing as no one knows what tomorrow is, the sense is, why not today? Maybe I don't wake up today, whatever that means, but I'll try. I'm available. This attitude should be in the heart somehow, I see your pointings. I don't find any relief in it yet. If you follow, and maybe you need to be really step by step and over again, because one time I remember we were doing like this. One young man came to visit me in London, and we were talking like that, and then I was challenging him about his, but I don't like this. I said, you keep speaking, I don't like. When you say I don't like, who are you speaking about? And he looked, and he says, Mooji, it's a bit hot in here. Can I open the door? I said, yeah, okay, open the door, Then he came and sit down. I said, yeah, you remember what I was doing? He said, no, I forgot what you were saying. I said, this person you're talking about, yourself, when you say I, what do you mean when you say I? You mean your personality or something more? He says, I feel very thirsty or something. Can I have some water, please? Okay, we got some water. I drink water. Sat down. He goes, okay. He says, sorry, Mooji, could you go again and tell me again? No? I said, I can't remember what I was talking about. He said, yeah, that's the trouble I have. He's saying, trouble I have. I said, you who have the trouble? Just identify when you say trouble I have. Trouble I understand, but who is the you you're talking? He says, Mooji, can I use your bathroom? Quick. So I said, you know what? You don't have to go through this. We don't have to go through this. I don't have to do this. No, you can leave. I'm not trying to hold you here. He says, something just wants to run away. Something just wants to run away. I said, but I'm not trying to hold you. You can go anytime. He said, no. He says, I really want to do it. I said, okay, let's try again. And then we look, and he came through like that, just like this. And then he said, I never knew this is possible. I never knew it was possible for a human being to be happy. He said like this. Until now. Now I am full joy. I always thought people exaggerating or pretending that they're happy. I never could accept it until now. So sometimes a lot of resistance come. A lot of resistance. I need to go and irritable and angry, and you see. When you see these signs, it's because you're getting closer to something. And there's some force inside you that wants to run away. It doesn't want that this truth is discovered. Because he wants to be riding with you life after life, this one, like a parasite. You must break that relationship. Yes? Come, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've come to ask for forgiveness from you. But when I say you, I mean everything. And in that everything, I include the broadcast viewers, because in the first half an hour of this Satsang broadcast was a shambles. And that's because here, mistake after mistake was made. Because there was a wretchedness acting out here of resentment or something, about when something becomes difficult, then immediately there's an I that takes it personal, instead of just staying empty and trusting and allowing things to flow. And things look after themselves very easily when it's like that. And just, it would be easy for me to come and apologise to you again, but not in front of the whole Sangha. And I see that there's a power to come and expose this and recognise this, with the whole Sangha present. So, thank you for this opportunity. And it must end today, now. No more of this. It's nonsense. Unnecessary nonsense.
Very good. Very good. Because sometimes when you are in a position that you hold and you bring so much light and so much help, because I know what is inside your heart, that you have a lot of love and a lot of care. I've seen it working so much. But when something goes like this, and don't let this energy take over, you see, because through your hand and your presence, it's feeding a lot of people, and I feel that's why you have the courage to come now and speak like this, you see, and I feel that you're coming now and speaking about it is a countdown for this nuisance, and I know you have everything in you to change all of that, for that to change, because these things are not stronger than you. You see, difficulties we will experience, whatever we are doing. Nobody can be faultless about things. But something wants you to be complacent, something wants to kind of, and it will try and press the buttons that gets the attention, but you are much stronger than that. And you'll do it because I ask you to do it. You see? Yeah. And everything lies inside your power and your abilities to do that.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Om Shri Sadguruji Mooji Ji Maharaj Ki Jai!
Thank you. In this life, you have to fight to win yourself back. You're always here, you're always here. The self will never leave. You are the self. But while we have this identity that we must live as for a while, and then somehow recover, wake up from this sleep, and grace has come to call you to say, wake up now, enough sleep. You see? And it knows the ones it calls and who is ready to wake up. Come, come, my love, come. Enough sleep. Don't put this alarm clock under the pillow. Rise up, you see? Because it means that life is calling you. And reason why it feels so much resistance come from many people, a lot of resistance. I see it all the time, especially on this path. Because it's so direct, it is so immediate, it is so naked, it is so here. That forces come, unexpected forces come to distract your attention. And then you begin to see some of the forces that operate on earth, certainly in the human kingdom. If you're not coming out of it, you probably don't notice it. You just sleep nicely on. But when you're coming out, it's like you have to fight to stay awake in the beginning. But it becomes easier and easier. Especially when your heart says, I'm here for this. I want to wake up. Don't let me sleep. You see, like that. And it is not an accident. No one is separate from the self. No one. No one is lost. No one is lost. Not in the kind of lost that we feel. But there is something inside our hearts that we must choose to respond towards, the thing that you intuitively know. Yeah, this moment I must do this thing. The next moment, the next day, is not yet ready to know that. You know? But don't expect it to just be nice and everything should be nice and easy like that. For a while you may struggle. You may have to use tremendous effort just to keep your eyes open. Because even your physical eyes can start to go to sleep in the presence of the opportunity. You see these forces working. But something in you will keep getting stronger and stronger. So fast, see. I don't see in any field that one can be transformed in such a powerful way and so swiftly as in here. Because what? You don't have to improve what it is. It only has to be recognized and acknowledged and honored. That is it. You see? So we see these things that always come and seem like it gets in the way. Sometimes if you are strongly identified as a person, you're going to have trouble as well too. And this trouble is good, because if you were successful as a person, you will have no aspiration for the truth. If your person was enough, everything is only for the person, you would have no aspiration for the truth. You would not be liberated in life. Even though you may feel that you're a spiritual person and all of this, there is nothing until you awaken fully to the bright, clear seeing of that is the self. Don't stop short. Everything is with you. The good news is that you don't have to create anything, nor imagine, only to recognize and to face the moments when fierce distractions are functioning, to not give in to them. The pointing is simple enough, but the mind, if you use your mind, it will make you tired. And as much as possible, stay in the energy field of a Sangha, because beings are strong there. They're growing stronger. And their presence and their guidance will help you to stay on the right way. In a short time, you can move with the freedom of a sage. But stay as much as you can in the field of the Sangha, because they are your true family. Your blood family is also your family, but Sangha family is your family for freedom. They're here to serve your freedom, you see. And it is very difficult to keep your anger and your ego in their company. Yes, come here.
I apologize to everyone here for being a microphone hog, but I have a dilemma.
What is a dilemma?
My dilemma is if I let myself feel for love, then I have to love myself. And that goes against everything for me.
No, wait a minute. You are saying that if you allow yourself to love me,
No.
what you say?
If I allow myself to feel your love.
If you allow yourself to feel my love, then you are going to have to love you. And which is the problem? What's the problem?
I'm not supposed to do that.
Why? You're not supposed to do that. Who told you that? Tell us who told you that. Let's go and beat him up. Who said that? Where did you get this from?
Well, originally from my mother. And I really loved her, so I believed her, and I've lived my whole life like that.
That you should not love yourself? Then you have not loved other people?
Yeah.
Yeah. So?
It's okay if I love other people, it's just not okay if I feel loved by them.
Well, I love you. You're going to have to deal with that. Huh?
See, that's...
Huh?
Every time it starts to get too close, I just numb out. You know?
Yeah. We don't mind numb out.
But I think this is like my whole ego structure. This is the whole... I mean, if I let go of that, then there's no more me.
So, is that doomsday or what is it? If there's no more you, it's what, end of the world? And what do we want to say to her? You are in big trouble. Huh?
So what do I do? Just watch that numbness? Just pull back from it and be aware of being aware of it?
Yes. Be very present with that. If you feel that numbness, you don't have to get further involved with that. It's doing its own thing. But before you were getting caught up in that. But you can see now that you can feel it also. And don't make any mistake. Sometimes the more intensely we feel things and stay out of it, the more you see that you're not that. From the greatest physical pain, psychological pain, emotional pain, sometimes the louder it gets, the more quiet you seem to be. Like you can say, look at that. I mean, I don't feel it at all. It's not really you. Something is playing in your name, saying it's you and so on. And yes. But that's not for the future. I'm talking about right now. If you identify with the person, the sense of the person who could not accept love and so on and so on, that's not the full story. That's not the full truth. You see? Because now the person, you may feel, all this love is turned towards me and this person and so on. Actually, it is the self that we love.
I know that.
Yes, isn't it? And the person, it can feel very sweet. That even the person suffering, it draws so much attention. You want so much attention, and look, I'm suffering. And it wants to go around and tell everybody, look at my sores, I'm suffering. It will do this. And then it gets a lot of love, never mind, sweetheart. And it can be like this also. We have seen cases like that. Whereas, you get all caught up in this, but I'm dying, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I said, but you're none of that. You're not you're not the unloved one. You're not even the loved one. You're beyond this one. When you know you're beyond this one also, then real love is released in the world. Not a love that is a contract. Not the love that expects something back. a love that cannot help loving. You see? So the identity, that we have to go beyond this, because it's a very powerful drug, the suffering soul. Very powerful. Sometimes we are drawn to that, and some love to be that, and some love to serve that, and some take advantage of that. And there is something in that soup that we all love. But I want you to go beyond this, and actually it's no distance to go. It's you, it's the same one, the same self, pure self. But it does not need any story or any context, like this. You see? And to go through that seemingly small gate feels very scary, because we always need some contact, some motive. The person will always need it. You see? And nothing wrong with the contact. It's beautiful. Life created all this field to have contact. But you must go beyond contact. And then you can enjoy contact, not depend on it. This is the important pointing.
Well, I always feel it pushing me towards that gateway,
Yes.
past my conditioning, and into the real, true, non-dreaming
Yes.
reality.
Where is that right now?
It's here. It's here along with my conditioning.
Yes. Is it a blend?
No, it doesn't feel like a blend.
Very good. Whose conditioning is it? You say along with my conditioning. Who is the my? Whose conditioning is it? Identify.
Oh, it feels like the me that I've spent my entire life pretending to be.
You want, how many more days you want of that? No more days. Nights? Look from the source. Look from this place that is here. Choose. Don't stay in the person. Speak as the self now.
Well, the self feels, I know it's always there and has always been there. It's to the point of feeling invisible, because the conditioned person is like a well-worn rut, and my attention I really have to focus to feel that, like, all-inclusiveness.
Yes.
I don't have to focus at all to feel the person.
And who is focusing? Is it the self? Is it the pure space? It has to focus.
I just have, when I move my attention there,
Right, so the one who is speaking at the moment is not the self, it's speaking over and above the self in some way or something. The self is just in the background over there.
well, it feels like it's in the background over here.
Ah, yes. And it is what? Who put it in the background? Did it decide to be in the background? Does it admit to be in the background? Because then it would be definitely limited. It's only in the background, it cannot be foreground.
No, it's really everywhere.
Yes, yes.
It's inside and out.
Yes.
It's everywhere.
Yes. Yes. And you? Are you not just a thought in it?
I feel that as an inkling. But then when I say that, I realize that I'm saying that from that I'm saying that from the person. I just keep believing the person.
And who is believing the person? And what is aware of believing in person? Is it caught up? Is that a person?
No, there's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can
Yeah.
feel that.
You who can feel it? Now just remind me because I keep losing touch.
You know, when I'm at home watching these on YouTube and the person here is saying this stuff, I'm like, oh, come on!
It's your turn.
Starting to feel very dizzy.
It's just a feeling. Appearing in the self.
That's all any of it is.
Hmm?
That's all any of it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah. Is it enough for now?
Yeah.
Really? Who said that?
Well, see, right now my mind is saying, you're taking too much time, you should be laughing uncontrollably by now, and you're not.
And speaking to who again?
Well, that's my mind saying that. Speaking to whom? I can sense that there's nobody here.
Yes.
And my mind is just
Not having it.
not having it.
To whom should we bow? The mind? The self? Okay. And you are what? Just to be clear.
Well, despite myself, I'm the self. Despite my mind, I'm the self. I get that.
Yeah.
Because I'm here. And I'm aware of that. I mean, I'm just aware.
Yes.
What am I missing?
I don't know. We're done? We're done?
You asked me who's listening to the mind.
Uh-huh.
Who's hearing the mind?
Yeah. And giving it that type of space to even comment about what it's thinking and what it's doing. Mm. If I were to say, look, you're keeping everybody you're keeping everybody waiting around, they all want to go, we're all tired, we want to go home and stuff, and you're still going on and on with this stuff, and should we just call it today and just leave it like this, you will say? You will say? Good. Thank you. Why?
Because I can't keep giving in to that.
Yeah. Who's crying now?
Well, it seems it's just my attention on listening to my mind.
Yes. Any choice in that at all?
Yes, but it takes a lot of work. I'm kind of lazy.
Okay, I'm here to meet the Buddha. Which direction should I go? Could you show me? I'm here to meet the Buddha. Which room should I go? Which direction should I go? Ma'am? Can't be you, because you're a woman. But where do I go to find it? Where do I go to find the Buddha?
No, I know the Buddha's right here.
You who know the Buddha is right? Oh, you're his good friend. Who exactly are you, by the way?
I think I'm the one who recognizes who you are. I think everybody can go home now.
I think so also, it's very good. Huh? Said, I think I need to go home and marinate. Are we done?
You need to sit with us. I mean, I feel everything is led up to this that I've been aware of and paying attention to since I've been here. And right now this feels very clear and different. Right now my voice even sounds different to me. So I think we're done for now. Might need a reminder before I leave.
You hear yourself saying this? You hear these words coming
yeah,
out?
and they're just kind of like, what is going on?
Yes, yeah. Okay. Very good. May each and every one who comes with a heart beating for this recognition come swiftly to the full recognition of the self, the irrefutable recognition of the self in the heart, and may continue to blossom in wisdom and loving kindness and compassion. And may all who meet you on the way be touched, inspired by your presence and light and peace, wisdom, openness, and love, so that they in turn may look within themselves and discover the timeless and perfect self that we ever are. Let it be so. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Mother, may your soul find perfect union in the bosom of the Lord. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, come on then.
From all of us.
Way before the world appears, this is where I meet you. It's silent and empty. This is where I meet you. But this is not a meeting between two. This is the meeting where there is only you. Only you. Way before a me is born, this is where I find you. It's silent and empty. This is where I find you. But this is not a finding caused by someone. This is the finding that there's only the one, the one. Oh Master, oh Master, love of my heart, divine teacher, light of this life, O King of kings, O Lord of lords, O Master, O Master. Way before the word is heard, this is where I hear you. one can do. This is your blessing. This grace is only you, only true. Oh Master, love of my heart, divine teacher, light of this life, O King of kings, O Lord of lords, Master, oh Master, Master, oh Master, Mooji.